Trace Sante Picant. My first question to you is, so everyone's got favorite teachers, right? Some, and then, right, some parents or some teachers or coaches will say, oh, I don't have favorite, everyone's my favorite. Everyone's my favorite player. Everyone's my favorite student. But, just like you have favorite teachers, favorite coaches, teachers and coaches have favorite students and players. So you got to ask yourself, what are the best players doing, right? You want to copy the best things that you see, not only just players on your team, but other teams, right? Can you copy excellence? There's a quote that goes, "Success leaves clues." So you could probably Google search the training routine of your favorite striker. You can Google the skills routine. You could Google the warm up of any of your favorite players, and this is going to start to even 60 seconds a day. Right? You might not be able to do all of what your favorite pro player can do, but maybe you could start to train to where maybe in a couple years you're going to be doing some of the stuff that your favorite pro players doing when they were a youth. My next question is, can you learn how to breathe? Right, so a lot of players when they breathe, when they take a deep breath, they go like this. They go, right, their shoulders and the upper back go up. If you take a deep breath and your shoulders and back go up, then you might want to check out this video. It's called "How to Breathe" by Dr. Vranich, Vranich. Right, she's going to teach you how to do belly breathing, and it looks like this. It goes, and what this is going to do is going to help you improve your endurance and stamina, because it uses less energy to breathe through your belly than it does your upper back and shoulders. Not only that, it's going to help you stay calm on and off the field. Breathing, they say, is a skill. It's the most important skill you can learn. So if there's anything you could take away from this video, it's, can I learn how to breathe? Check out that video. Right, they say there's a rule of 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 weeks without food and water, give or take, right? So breathing is the most important thing, right? In through the belly, out through the belly, massaging your internal organs, taking pressure off your spine. Second thing you might want to check out, if you're not familiar with it's called an RMT rope. And why this is important is because soccer players are humans first, soccer players second, right? You can't play soccer if you're injured. And for that reason, right, without strength, you wouldn't even be able to resist the force of gravity. So strength is, to a degree, is almost more important than skills. Right? Without strength, you wouldn't even be able to stand up. So an RMT rope is an effortless way that will prevent injuries, improve running technique, and help you improve passing, shooting, dribbling, timing, rhythm, coordination. So I have here a charger, but I'm using this as an RMT rope. This is a makeshift RMT rope because what an RMT rope does, it helps you understand where your body is in time and space, right? So you can go here, and then you're, right? So it's kind of like a jump rope, but I would say it's more dynamic, right? Because your RMT stands for rotational movement training. It helps you rotate through your hips and your spine, which it just helps you move like water on the field, right? You're going to get up into different ranges of motion, balance, right? So it's going to help you become more dynamic. Not only that, it looks literally intimidating. I brought this to Italy, Germany, Amsterdam, Paris, and I didn't get pickpocketed because I was swinging this rope around most of the time, right? So it actually looks, it's a weapon, right? It weaponizes a piece of rope, but this sounds crazy, but so as you swing it, it becomes part of your central nervous system, adapts to the tool that you're using. So it almost becomes an extension of yourself. That's why it's so powerful, and this is something that no one's talking about. So if the only thing were you to do, if you were only to do one thing, learn how to breathe, and then learn how to use an arm T rope, and you did nothing else, you're going to see an improvement in the trajectory of your play, because you're going to be moving more efficiently, you're going to be more explosive, you're going to be more dangerous on the field because you can react, right? You're going to have dynamic balance and coordination and locomotion, right? So arm T rope, $10 you make an arm T rope from your local hardware store. And I swear to God, if you learn, I promise you, you gotta learn the alternating underhand sneak. Took me about 1 week to learn. You start with the double behind the back, right? You take a rope as long as you are tall, and you go like this, go. So this turns into this. This one's kind of, well, let's do it on this one. You go like this, right? So double behind the backs, it goes here. You drill this, right? You drill this for hours, drilling this, and then this turns into this. It looks awkward because this is too short, but the idea is it forces you to whip your arms down and explode your hands and your feet. There's a dynamic relationship. So what it does is it trains you to whip your arms down and explode up onto your toes. But it's effortless and it's perpetual, right? It's high volume, low impact strength training, and it immediately translates to soccer, right? A lot of players go to the gym, spend hours doing things that don't, biceps. They're doing biceps and lifting like a bodybuilder. Meanwhile, you could spend $10 at your local hardware store, have a soccer gym that travels with you for the rest of your life, forever. So, I could talk about it for hours, so I'll leave you with that. Number 3, can you invest in an SKLZ solo kick trainer? It's a ball and a rope, but why it's important for strikers, if you're looking to get your spot back, it's important because, right, everything on the field is timing, rhythm, and coordination. So this is going to allow you to cram months of training into days or weeks, right? Breathing, balance. You get the idea. And then it's twos, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathing. Right? Pop the ball up, finish on goal. Pop the ball up, finish on goal. Nice and easy. Okay. Kick trainer, $25, Amazon. Or make it yourself. Size 1 ball, length of rope, shorter than your hip bone, than your ankle bone. Duct tape. Easy. Question 4. Can you bring a ball everywhere you go? I call this a soccer vacation. You bring a ball with you everywhere you go, you get more touches. More touches you get, more mistakes you make. More mistakes you make, more you learn, right? If you can't juggle right, doesn't matter if it's a tennis ball, hacky sack, bouncy ball, size 1 through size 5, any ball that you have in your house, you bring it everywhere you go, and you just get touches perpetually. And then the ball starts to act like a signal to the world that says, come interact with me. Right? If you're a player, players come up to you and say, oh, soccer player, then boom, you get touches with people you meet, they tell you something, tell you how to improve, or they say, oh, you got to check out this person, so then you go check it out, and maybe they're good. So it actually helps you grow as a player just by bringing a ball with you everywhere you go, because the interactions will help you learn. Right? It's not just about getting more touches, it's actually about the potential of learning with people because you bring the ball with you everywhere you go. So, right? 1 turns to 2, 2 turns to 3. Right? So more touches equals more fun. So can you bring a ball with you everywhere you go? So the 4 questions are, one more time. Can I learn how to breathe? Dr. Vranich. Can I learn how to make an RMT rope? Right? So can you invest $10 at your local hardware store? Question 3 is, can you invest or make a kick trainer? My favorite is SKLZ, Solo Kick Trainer. Question 4, can you bring a ball with you everywhere you go? And then lastly, I would say, can you become the captain of your team in the literal sense, right? Can you start to act like a captain, right? Even though you don't have an armband, can you elevate the quality of your team, right? Show up early, get in touches, right? That's half the battle. Show up early, get off the phone, proper warm up, right? Lead your team to success, right? Just through your actions and just by your behavior. So just because you don't have an armband doesn't mean that you can't elevate your team to be better. And if they see you getting to practice early, getting more touches, right? Juggling different size balls, using an RMT rope, using a kick trainer, and having more fun, you're gonna lead them to become better players. So I would say the goal isn't to get your spot back to become a better striker. I think the goal is, can I get a little bit better than yesterday? And then once you take care of yourself, then can I raise the quality of my team? Right? Rising tide lifts all boats. So the better you get, the better your whole team's gonna get. So I would start with some of those things. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.